A crisp, clear spring morning when sunlight reflects off the water might seem like an odd time to think about toxic algae blooms that coat the water in a thick blue-green film, but it's precisely when researchers start water monitoring.
The primary purpose is to collect data on cyanobacteria, blue-green algae. On each one of these buoys, there's a specialized instrument called the fluorometer, which looks at chlorophyll and a pigment specific to freshwater blue-green algae called phycocyanin.
Michael Satchwell, Senior Research Support Specialist at ESF, and undergraduate Matt Blake deployed 3 buoys in Sodus Bay in early May, hoping that by keeping an eye on water chemistry throughout the summer, researchers might be able to predict when a potential bloom might be coming.
So what we've seen since 2011 is that phosphorus has varied up and down. Chlorophyll has generally dropped off in recent years, indicating that algal growth is down from what it was. And we've had, over the last 2 years, virtually no indication of toxicity.
The research started in 2011 because Sodus Bay experienced a major bloom 2 weeks before Labor Day in 2010 that shut down businesses and no one was on the water.
And it was a big shock, and became apparent what kind of impact these algae blooms can have. So it wakened the community up. We needed to find out, how did it happen? Why did it happen? Is it going to happen again? Because, once is a strange occurrence, but twice is a reputation.
Blue-green algae blooms can be harmful to humans and fatal to pets. They tend to form in tight corners and areas where there's little water circulation.
In 2011, we started talking to the merchants and the marinas about putting in blowers that they normally use to keep ice from forming. We asked them to put those in and keep the water circulating. Since that time, we haven't had any significant blooms.
Plus, Ed LaRue and other members of Save Our Sodus have worked with farmers, merchants, and residents to reduce the amount of phosphorus reaching the bay.
On this south buoy in particular, we have a complete weather station, so we'll do air temperature, humidity, solar radiation, wind speed, wind direction, and then it also monitors for chlorophyll and the blue-green algal pigment phycocyanin.
The data is available to everyone through the Great Lakes Research Consortium website.